It's Cody, big win for you guys over the Pistons. A lot of good things. What do you think you guys were excelled at most this afternoon against Detroit?
Coach tells us all the time that these, 1 o'clock afternoon starts, there's more blowouts in these games than any other one, just because it's kind of a different routine for everyone. So it's just really whoever comes out with more energy. He preaches that to us before every one of these afternoon games, and that was really the difference. We came out in that first half and kind of took them out of their rhythm.
Cliff said the game kind of turned when he broke the lineup in the first quarter with the bench plays, where you guys began that big run. What was clicking for you guys in that second unit?
The second unit is kind of finding its rhythm. We have a good combination. Frank is playing really well, shooting really well with spreads of court, and really allows Jeremy and MCW, some of those guys, to get to the rim, turn the corner. So really that second group is playing well right now.
What's been the biggest difference for you guys the last few games? Is it just individual guys playing well, or are you guys developing chemistry?
It's maybe the best 3 or 4 games we've played all season, just because we're starting to put it together, especially on the defensive end. Everyone's tied together, and I think that All-Star break was good for us, kind of reset, and we're playing well, so we can keep it rolling.
I feel like your timing is right now. Your timing, you said it was kind of rough coming back from the injury. Do you feel like your time is kind of back right now?
A little bit, yeah. Still just trying to stay in good shape, trying to get rehab when I need to, on off days or practice days. So I feel good right now, though.
Obviously, with all the little injuries and such that have happened, the second unit has not spent a whole lot of time, all being available at the same time. Last couple of games, the bench has played dramatically better than it has prior to this season. Do you feel like you guys are getting a little more, familiarity with each other at this point?
Yeah, I think as a group we're playing well. Then, individually every guy in that second group is playing well. Like I said, Frank is shooting it really well, which spreads the court. MCW is taking care of the ball, turning the corner, finding me, finding Frank, and then Jeremy's still playing well. So Travion as well is defending and doing all those little things. So yeah, we are kind of finding our rhythm in that second group.
Michael, 4th straight win for you guys tonight, or today. Did a lot of good things. What were you guys particularly proficient at this afternoon against Detroit?
We knew this was a big game for us, and we wanted to come out strong. We've been playing well as a team. We haven't won 4 straight yet, so we really wanted to get this win, and we went out and played aggressive and did the things we needed to.
Bench unit, you had 4 guys in double figures tonight. Coach said that was kind of where the game really turned, was in that first quarter when you broke the lineup. How good has this reserve unit been during the stretch for you guys?
I think we've been really good. The first group's been a good job of setting the tone and really competing, and then our second group is taking advantage of that. Using their momentum to go in and really get the lead, and we're just we're so locked into each other. We know where we like the ball, and defensively we're all moving as a unit. So we're playing our best ball right now for sure.
Coach, talking before the game, you're the kind of player that isn't necessarily going to have the big fantasy stats, but scoring here, 3 or 4 rebounds, a couple assists, a couple blocks, a couple steals. How much pride are you taking being the guy that's kind of making the plays right now, keeping possessions alive, making transition baskets?
I take a lot of pride in it, and I know, my teammates appreciate it. That keeps me going, and I may not have, the best stats, every night, but I go in there, I play hard, I try to do the little things that may not show up on the stat sheet. So, my teammates appreciate it, my coaches appreciate it, and I just want to do anything for our team to win. Because I know once we win, everybody looks good. So, like I said, I just go in there and try to, give it all.
One o'clock start today. You guys came out though and played with a lot of energy, despite the change in the schedule for you that you guys aren't accustomed to. A lot of energy with the team today.
The way we started is the way we start the last 3 games. The energy is great on offense and defense, and now we're setting the tone and seeing the guy of the second unit on the bench and they do the same exact thing. And they put in more energy as well. So when both units play like that, we're good. I think we proved it the last 4 games.
4-game winning streak, first 4-game streak of the year. I mean, is this the kind of basketball that you guys have been striving for all season long? Obviously, I mean, you're finally getting the consistency you've talked to me about.
I guess. I think he played like his own point on their own game. I mean, Dwight is inside, he's a beast. Kemba is Kemba. Mike on defense, energy is great. Marvin and Frank doing great. I was trying to stretching the floor like the full spot. I tried to be more playmaker the last 4 or 5 games, and all the guys like JLM doing what JLM does, and all the guys who came in doing a good job. So offense and defense, Carter Williams also on defense is huge for us. So I mean, the way we play, I mean, it's good, and the coaching staff done a great job to give us a game plan, and we're okay right now.
Another 9 assists for you tonight. How do you feel like your timing is right now? Do you kind of feel like you're in as good a sync as you are this whole season right now?
I don't really pay attention to like scoring stuff like that right now because the flow we have. I think if I'm the playmaker right now, I'm good. I got to score like I did also today, but like I think I had 6 assists in the first quarter. I mean, I try to set the guy up, and we good. I mean, especially the connection I have with Dwight lately. I really try to send him like we got like I think got more love in 2 games than the first 4 months with him. So I mean, I'm just doing my job. That's it.
So obviously, I mean, our starters were, I mean, really good to start the game, and obviously they missed some shots too. And then when we broke the lineup there in the first half, I mean, our bench was terrific. Probably, I would think, about as good a probably 5-6 minute sequence as they've had all year. And so we were able to play with a big lead. And then the second half wasn't as good, but I mean, you know, that team, they're not going to give up. And obviously it was a good win.
Steve, did you have, I mean, obviously it's no secret that the margin for error is kind of small as far as making the playoffs. I'm just curious, because since it's the last game against the Pistons, did you remind your team that they could win the tiebreaker by
No, the thing that I've talked to them about, to me, and I really believe this to be true, is I talked to them about where we're at. I mean, you know, they know that, like coming in today, we're 4.5 out. Okay. I talked to him about, you know, by the numbers, we have one of the easier schedules left. Okay, which in this league, to be honest, I mean, the schedule, there's no easy games. So I mean, I don't know how big a deal that is. But it's still about making progress. It's about making progress. You know, the parallel that I keep using to them is last year at the All-Star break, Milwaukee, we had 24 wins. They had 25 last year. They came back, I think it went 2-3, then they went 14-4, and they ended up 7th. So, I mean, there's a lot of ways to look at it. I mean, I think the way the older players look at it is they understand we have to play well. We have a quarter of our season left, you know, and in that time, a lot of things can happen. There can be an injury, there can be whatever, but it's going to be the teams that play better. That's the way it always is, that play better, that make progress from here to the end, that get a little bit better, that's the thing I'm most excited about. You know, in these 3 games, we've played well. You know, it's not just winning. You have to play well, and it's the first time all year we've won 4 in a row, and they're against good teams, but we've played well. It hasn't been like we just stepped into a win. We've played well.
You said right from the, before training camp that you thought that the second unit was going to be really important this season, making some progress with it. That's 2 games in a row. And
terrific.
You've got really solid bench minutes.
Mm-hmm.
How much difference will it make the rest of the games if the bench plays as reliably as they have?
Yeah, well, it's critical because the other part of it is so much of how you sub is dependent on your schedule. So right now, you know, like they against Boston, they only played 9, you know, the other night. Today they played 10, and if you looked at their schedule, you'd understand why. You know, it's hard if you're playing 9. You know, there's going to be nights when it's just hard to do. Like we're in the middle of 10 and 17, so it'd be hard for us, in my opinion, to play 9 unless if you overloaded those minutes. And especially the other part of that is, do you have back-to-backs coming up? You know, so we go in back-to-back again, you know, Tuesday, Wednesday, and you'd get to Boston, you'd have nothing left. That's really what happened to us in Denver. If you want to go back to there, you know, I started playing those guys more and more and more. And we got to Denver after the Phoenix game, and, you know, 18 minutes in, it's like, you know what? It's why we won 3 in a row, but we just had nothing left. So, I mean, all of that stuff is part of it.
You talk about making progress. Is there an area or certain areas during this streak that have been more progressive than others?
Well, I mean, I think it's, you know, our biggest point defensively where we had dropped, is that how you say it? We became worse. We decreased. How about that? Defensively was our three-point defense, like the last 7 games. And so, like, our three-point defense has been pretty good for these 3. So, you know, that's a big part of it.